Live to the Senate now. We can see the Senator Jacqui Lambie on her feet. We're told she's making a statement regarding veterans. Let's listen in.
No more marking your own homework. There will be no more throwing our diggers under the bus. When the war crimes investigation was formed, Major General Brereton ruled out investigating senior commanders. And the previous government said, oh, yes, sir, no worries. And what do you know, this government? And what do you know? This government is following suit. Let's be quite clear here. The senior commanders have not been examined through the hardcore legal lens they have put our diggers through. When the Chief of Defence was asked in estimates if his command accountability review was an investigation, he admitted that it was not. So I guess it was just another marking your own homework exercise. It seems that those who are most responsible are the least accountable. Evidence from multiple sources, independent of the Brereton inquiry, including witness testimony before a civil defamation trial, said that, and I quote, "The leadership knew. This went beyond patrols. This went up the chain." End quote. Some of these sources confirmed that the leadership knew for years about the allegations of unlawful behaviour, including a SAS patrol commander. The incident was reported all the way up the Special Forces chain of command. The former patrol commander says he was told by a senior officer that, and I quote, "The regiment is bigger than an individual and the integrity of the regiment must come first. He informed me the regiment will handle this internally," end quote. The former SAS patrol commander had one message: everyone knew. Everyone knew. And still our government is silent. Worse, they put the guy who gave the senior commanders a free pass, the top job, at our National Anti-Corruption Commission. So this morning we are taking action. We have filed the prosecution with the prosecution of the International Criminal Court in The Hague and Article 15 communication. This asks him to look at Australia's higher commanders through the lens of command responsibility. An enormous amount of work has gone into this. I thank all of them for their contribution, especially Dr Glenn Colomitz, veteran and lawyer. The law of command responsibility is a method of criminal liability where commanders have failed to do their duty. The International Criminal Court is a court of last resort. It isn't an easy task to get them to investigate. They can only do this if the state party, in this case Australia, has failed to investigate high command for their breach of duty. Alexander Downer fought hard to get Australia to sign up to the International Criminal Court. I'm sure he never considered that we would need the International Criminal Court because Australia was shielding its own military commanders from their accountability. But that is what has happened. Australia has in fact set up two systems of criminality, one for Australia's top military commanders and another for commanders from the rest of the world. Quite frankly, I feel embarrassed that Australia is in this situation. So I am helping the government today. I am giving you a second chance to get this right and fix this mess. It is your turn. You are the government of the day. I want to see what leadership you have. So with a heavy heart once again, I am asking you to allow me to table these goddamn documents because higher command needs to be held responsible. Please allow me to table these documents.
Senator Roberts.
Thank you, Deputy President. I commend Senator Lambie for her submission.
You just heard the independent Senator Jacqui Lambie there saying that she's going to be lodging a prosecution claim at The Hague, accusing senior commanders of covering up war crimes. This is, she said, going to be looked at in the International Criminal Court. She's accusing defence there of shielding top military commanders from taking responsibility for war crimes, making those allegations under parliamentary privilege in the Senate.